Alright, Sunday Sana Warden. And I'm Jumbo. Welcome on board, everybody. My name's Daniel. I'll be your guide here on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve today. Just before we head out, got a few safety reminders for you. So please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Also, please make sure to supervise children as well. Now, you can have small kids on laps, get a better view up there, but if they're on lap, just please make sure they do remain seated. Again, the road up ahead is pretty bumpy, so for your safety, please no standing. But with that out of the way, you can look above your heads to see our animal spotting guide up there. That's going to show you all of our animals, gives you a great idea of who we're looking for. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and make our way down and see who we can find. We'll start our tour here in the Little Ituri Forest. A lot of forest animals are very shy and reclusive in nature. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm starting to see a little peek at some, but wait till we try and get a better view. First we'll look on the right. Out by the bamboo back there, we'll see the beautiful okapi. With the white stripes on their legs, they're often thought to be related to zebras, but those okapi back there are actually the only known relative of the giraffe. On the left here in the bushes there, you'll see the greater kudu. Those are some of our largest antelopes, standing about 6 feet tall. And then a little further up here on the left, you'll also see the bongo. And you get a great look at one out in the open here.
There's the bongo.
There's really a few more hiding out in the bushes back there. Yeah, bongos are very reclusive. They're not too fast, so they can't always outrun predators or really defend themselves. So instead they live here in the forest where they can just go and hide away. That's their best form of defense out in the wild. Oh, someone else looking pretty sleepy up here. Let's head up this way. Yeah, over on the left-hand side, we got a great look at one of our black rhinos taking a little nap out in the open there. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. That is a black rhino. That big guy weighs about 3,000 pounds. At full speed, he can charge up to about 35 miles an hour. But as you see right now, he's looking very sleepy there. Rhinos are crepuscular animals, so they are most active during the twilight hours, and they are known to take lots of naps throughout the day. That's a beautiful look at him. We might see some more rhinos later on in the tour, but for now, go ahead and start making our way down over towards the Safi River. Head down towards the water. First we'll look out towards the right side. So far, mostly just seeing some birds around here now. On the island, you'll see our pink-backed pelicans. They get that name because of a slight pink tint on their back feathers, right underneath their wings. They're actually the only ones that are technically safari animals. The other birds here are all just locals that have sort of made a home here as well. Towards the water as well. I see some movement, but not quite seeing anyone down in the water. Oh wait, look on the left there. There you'll see one of our hippos poking out of the water. Hippos stay underwater most of the day. That's because it's usually too hot for them outside. So they stay down there where it's nice and cool. And they don't usually come out onto land until nighttime rolls around. So that's when they're more active. I'll look around for some more hippos. Oh, there's one moving around over here. Again, for the most part, they like staying underwater. They can hold their breath for up to about 8 minutes at a time. They don't need to come up for air all too often. Oh, it's the little ducklings too. Oh, and there's actually one walking around there in the shade. Oh, no, one in the sun as well. Now, we're really lucky to see them out at this time. We don't usually see the hippos out of the water at this time, but really good look at them. And a great look at just how big they are. They can weigh up to about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. Oh, and here, yeah, we'll see our Nile crocodile. We got a bunch of them basking in the sun, warming up. These are Africa's largest crocs. These big boys here can be up to about 16 feet. They run with a number way up to about 1,000 pounds. And then they don't like to move around a whole lot, though. They are very sedentary animals. One sitting, they can actually eat up to about half their body weight. And a lot of times, if they get a big meal like that, that will hold them over for the entire week. Look at quite a lot of animals already, though. Still lots more to see up ahead. So we're going to start heading out of this dense forest area. And next we'll head down into the open grasslands of the Savannah. The Savannah is our largest area of the reserve. And it's also home to some of Africa's most iconic animals as well. So should see some familiar faces coming up ahead here. Start peeking out up ahead. Get a little peek at a few different animals out in the distance. We're actually going to head down here and try to get as close to them as we can. And we're right at the bottom of the hill here. Get a great look. One of our Maasai giraffe eating from the trees. That's a great look at that one. And we'll see a few more up ahead as well. Giraffe are the world's tallest land animals. They can stand up to about 18 feet tall. And generally the giraffe are very calm and mild-mannered. They actually spend most of their days eating. So as we drive up, we'll see most of them just hanging out by the trees, eating whatever they can reach. Definitely get closer to some more of those giraffe up ahead here in just a bit. Let's see here. I'm going to take a peek on the left. I don't quite see anyone over here. That den there belongs to some African wild dogs, but sometimes they like to hide in the back in that sunny spot, so we'll see if we can get a little peek at them. I'll also see these little springbok here on the right hand side. Springbok are the smallest antelope here on the reserve. They get that name because they're great leapers, known to jump about 6 feet high. Not seeing any dogs out there. I think they're a little too far back. Ooh, right on the left here, another giraffe eating from the trees. And a few different antelope over here as well. We have on the back corner there, sable antelope. They're the ones with the big curved horns. And also a very large group of wildebeest here huddled together. Wildebeest are very social antelope, so they like to follow each other around, stay together in large herds, as that helps them survive on the wild. They're also part of the world's largest land animal migration. These by the road, these are termite mounds, so they're built up by termites. They're made using a mixture of mud and dung. And as they start cooking in the sun, they get to be about as hard as concrete. Start to serve sort of like fortress that helps protect them. Another good look at another giraffe here eating from the trees on the right. Said they love to eat. On average, giraffe will spend between 16 to 20 hours a day either eating or looking for more food. So again, as we travel around, I see them all just hanging out by the trees, trying to eat whatever they can reach. I think we'll see some more up around the bend here. Looks like there's some that are actually pretty close. Let's keep heading up this way.
How many giraffe are on property?
I'm not sure how many total. Definitely at least like 10 or 11. Oh yeah, and this one's hanging out right next to the road over here. Oh yeah, Great look at these two. Generally really calm and mild mannered. Oh, and also a couple of zebras next to the road as well. Here we'll get a really good look at these giraffe as we pass by. It's about as close as we can get here. Oh, it's a beautiful view of these two. And just a very calm and mild mannered animal. And a great look at these two zebras here as well. This is actually a mom, and the one on the left that's a little further ahead is only about 8 months old. Still technically a zebra foal. Still really young, but as you can see, they do get big pretty quickly. Zebras are actually born with their legs at full length. So as they get older, they don't really get much taller. They just get heavier and start to fill in the frame that they have. A great look at both of those animals there. Beautiful view. Let's see if there's anyone else down on this side. Oh, past those bushes on the right, yeah, you'll see a little bit of those Ankole cattle. Yeah, you see those horns poking out. Their horns can be up to about 6 feet long. A little hard to see the cattle themselves, but you can still see the horns poking out there. We'll head out of this side of the savannah and start making our way into elephant country next. So we're looking for our largest animals down here. So far, well, I see one of those elephants on the right, and take a peek on the left real quick as well. Way in the back in that corner, you see that monkey passing by? That's a mandrill. Yeah, very blue butt there. Yeah, bright red and blue colors both on his face and on his butt. Very distinct monkey there. Actually the largest species of monkey. Let's try to get a closer look at this elephant here. On the right, get a peek of them, kind of hanging out in an awkward spot. There you can see one of our African elephants. I think we'll get a good peek of them as we're crossing over the bridge. I will look for more of them up ahead as well. African elephants are the largest land animal. Full grown, they can weigh up to about 15,000 pounds. Let's see if we can get a good view of him here. We'll look towards the right. Yeah, there he is. You can stomp on the bridge and slowly pass by. Get a good peek at him. On that one there's not quite full grown. But you can guess that's probably a maturing male elephant, because as they start to get older, they tend to break away from the rest of the herd and spend more time alone. So just one elephant here, but we'll keep moving up. See if we can find the rest of his herd up ahead here. Here we'll drive through large deposit of red clay. See lots of tusk marks in the walls. Definitely a good sign there's more elephants up here. Look here on the left, there's already one more here. Oh, and this is actually Mama and her baby. Look at that little tiny elephant there. Right behind the bushes. That is a 2-month-old baby elephant. Oh, she's so cute. So this is our newest baby here on the reserve. Still very young, so of course very attached to Mom still. She spends pretty much all day just hanging out right underneath her. See, she doesn't have any tusks yet. Those will grow in slowly over time. It'll take about 10 years or so before they're fully grown in. So great look at Mama and her baby there, and we'll see the rest of the herd up ahead this way as well. As I said, male elephants tend to be more solitary as they get older, but female elephants are known to stay together in herds all throughout adulthood. Beautiful, look at these two. Now the easiest way to identify African elephants are those big ears of theirs. On the side, on the right, it sort of looks like the continent of Africa as well, so it makes it easy to remember them. Whoa, and look at this one coming out. So this one was our youngest up until that last one was born. This one here is about 7 years old. So it gives you a good idea of how big that baby will get in a few years. Not quite full grown yet, still an elephant juvenile. And her tusks will still grow a little bit bigger as well. That's a great look at her. I mean, look at her herd of elephants there. Now up around the bend here, let's circle around a very large group of flamingos. A group of these birds is known as flamboyants, fitting name for them. More specifically though, they're called the greater flamingo as they are the largest species of the bird. They stand up to about 5 feet tall. And they're also the lightest in pink color, so notice they're very pale pink. Squirrel. Just hanging out. Yeah, I see lots of local wildlife scattered around here. 1,000 pounds when full grown. They're also much more social, so they like to hang out together in big family groups. 3 of them here. There's a few more that live around this area too, so we might see some more up ahead. You can see some ostrich on the right. Get a little sneak peek up there. We're gonna head down there in just a bit, so hopefully we'll get a closer look at them. Back there's a cheetah laying down. Now their spots kind of give them a bit of a natural camouflage, so it can be a little hard to see in the shade. Cheetahs use that to their advantage to sneak up on prey and hunt more successfully. Let's see if there's any more down here. Yeah, looks like at least a couple more laying down in the shade over there. So not too active, but of course they are the world's fastest. Alright, now look at our cheetahs there. Now we made it up to the Kopi rocks. So we're going to circle around this big rock structure here on the left. I don't see anyone on this side, but we're going to circle around and see if we can spot any lions up here. Sometimes the lions are hard to find during the day as they are nighttime hunters, so spend lots of the day asleep. But we'll look out for them. Here's a little closer look at one of our ostrich here on the right. Ostrich are the world's biggest bird. They stand about 9 feet tall. Definitely too big to fly, but they are very fast. They can run up to about 40 miles an hour at top speed. And they'll still use their wings, they just will use them to stay balanced and to change directions while running. Right, look at those big birds there. Now we're going to keep heading this way, still looking to see if we can find any lions. And sometimes they are hard to find this time of day. Check down here, see if we can spot him at all. He's back there. He's in the shade under that rock back there. You might see his head poking out just a tiny bit. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to get a great look at him. Again, lions are nighttime hunters. They'll spend up to about 18 hours a day in sleep. Burrowers known to use their tusks to dig out holes and create shelter for themselves. And here to the right, we'll get one more look at a few more of those ostrich down there. All of our ostrich here are female. You can actually tell because of the gray color on their feathers. The males are usually a bit bigger and their feathers are a little darker. If you look here to the right, actually, in the grassy area there, you see those big eggs. Those are some of the eggs that our ostrich have laid. Now, those have been preserved, but they are the world's biggest eggs. I keep them out there because it's so impressive just to see the size of them. Each one of them weighs about 3 pounds. They are often laid like that out on the last group nest, and they are able to be left on their own. The shell is very thick and very tough to crack. Now With that, we're gonna start heading out of the reserve. As we do, we'll drop by the Warden's post. You can see some of those little goats in the backyard over there. We're gonna get another peek at them over on the other side here. Warden's been taking care of these little guys. They're called Nigerian dwarf goats. Very cute, very little. But these guys are almost fully grown, so they're actually going to stay about this size all throughout adulthood. As you can see, they're very social, and they love to climb as well. As you can see that one up on the table. They're small, but they have a really good sense of balance. So it really depends on their climbing skills. With that, we'll go ahead and start making our way back to the village again. Before I get there, though, I wanted to thank you so much for stopping by and joining me out here on the safari today. That's it. You're welcome. It's really good luck out there spotting them. Got to see a lot of animals out. A really good look at a lot of them, too, especially our little baby elephant. She's so cute. I hope y'all had a good time. I hope you guys see some of your favorite animals out there. We're going to start heading back to that dock that we took off from, so if you left any mobility devices out there, we'll get you right back to them in just a bit here. On our way up there, we'll pass by a couple unload stations here. I'll be back here soon.